What is going down, good people? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make those kind of plug type beats. You know, basically like a PlayboiCarti type beat. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to make the full beat, chord progressions, counter melodies, drums, 808s and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's just dive into this one. Alright y'all. Alright, so we got this beat that I recently made. Here's just a quick sample of that beat. Alright, so as you can see, not a huge amount going on in terms of melody. Drums are super clean, super simple. We kick things off with the melody, and 9 times out of 10 I go in with the chords first. Now for the chord progression, I went in with the minor 7th chord. It's basically a 4-note chord. Then the first thing you need to do is get your ghost channels drawn in, just so it makes your life a lot easier. Come down to this section here and select the minor natural. Draw that in, copy and paste it through a few octaves, like this. Select them all, drag them across a full bar, make sure that you have got the ghost channels selected. Then come back to your sound and start drawing in the notes. So my root note was G sharp, just because it was, you know, it doesn't matter where it is. But so all I'm gonna do is skip a ghost note, draw a key, skip a ghost note, draw a key, skip a ghost note, and draw another key. For me, I had that same chord played twice, and then a lower chord played twice, but literally just copy and paste it, move it down, move it up, find a spot that sounds good and go with it. But I wouldn't go with more than 2, maximum 3 different chords within your first progression. Just keep it super simple. If you're going for that kind of catchy bounce, you need something easy to follow, you know, easy for the listener to follow. So here's a quick preview of that chord progression. In terms of sound selection, you want to go with something that's kind of just like, kind of dry, something simplistic, something that will just sound nice running throughout the whole beat. So any kind of keys, any kind of cheap piano-y type sounds works just fine. Next thing you're going to do is adjust your BPM. So I've got mine set to 145. Those plug type beats tend to be like anywhere between 135 and like 150, 155, something like that. So yeah, I've gone for like in the mid-range of like 145. Once you've done that, then we can move on and start filling out the melody. Now the first thing that I did was add in this free plugin from Labs. Well, the plugin's called Labs. Here's a little preview of that sound. Super simple, and all I did to get that was literally copy and paste the first chord progression, and to get that kind of rolling effect I just hit Alt and basically just turned up this time knob all the way to full. Really good way of like just making things sound a lot more natural. And then what you want to do is go ahead and put in a counter melody. Now for most beats you want to have something quite elaborate, but for these kind of plug type beats you just need something crazy simple. Here's a quick preview of my counter melody. Three different keys in that whole melody. That's just how simple it needs to be. So here's a little preview of both of those sounds together. LOV craze. Boom. Next thing we're gonna move on to is the drums. Similar to the last tutorial where I was talking about like Jetson Maid type drums, you just want to have like 2, 3, even maybe 4 priority sounds within the drums. So the first 2 are obviously going to be the hi-hat and the clap. The third one could be like a snare, and the other one could be like an open hat or something like that. Started things out with a real simple clap. Nothing crazy. Next thing was the hi-hat. Crazy, super repetitive, super simple, just something nice and catchy, a nice little bounce to it, and yeah, like leave it at that. You really don't have to overcomplicate the hi-hats. Okay, next thing I came in with for my third priority sound, this doesn't have to be the same for you, but for me, I went with an open hat, just something, you know, real basic, little. Again, simple. Just keep it simple. I'm gonna keep saying simple because these beats are simple. They don't need much doing to them. You just need to keep that in your mind the whole way through. And final priority sound, which was just a little perk that sort of hits before the clap. Proper like standard PlayboiCarti type sound that. But that was all my 4 priority sounds. Nothing crazy complicated. Like I said, make sure there's plenty of space for the artist to do their thing, and you'll be fine. And then I just added like some subtle sounds to give it extra bounce. So I did this snare, I added this snare, I did this perk, and that was it. So just those are kind of like sat in the background just to give it extra bounce. When you play all of those drums together with the melody, it sounds quite nice. Booyah! That was literally all of my drums right there. And then the last thing that you want to do to fill out the low end, we all know this, is the 808. So I just went with that standard plug 808. We all know the 808. That one. Just follow the chord progression, follow the root note of the chord progression. So my chord progression went from C to E, back to C, so not C, sorry, G sharp to E, back to G sharp, back to E, and so forth. You kind of get the idea. So it sounds like this. Crazy, crazy, crazy simple, and again, repetitive. So when you bring that all back together, you have something that sounds a little bit like this. And yeah, there you have it. There's the full beat. So just to recap, get your chord progression sorted. 2 chords is all you need. You don't need that much variation with the chords. Add 1 or 2 layers to that chord progression. Add a counter melody, some kind of flute, some kind of recorder, like woodwind sound tends to sound decent with these plug type beats. Then go into the drums. Again, have your 4 priority sounds, 2, 3 or 4 priority sounds. And then if you want to add some extra bounce, add some of those sort of supplementary sounds, then straight in with the 808, and you are done. Maybe layer a kick in between there if you want to, maybe just to add some variation. But that is all you gotta do. And the key thing to keep in mind is make sure there's lots of space for the artist to do their thing, and make sure that you are keeping it repetitive. Just keep that real simple, catchy bounce, and you will be fine. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you found any value from it, make sure you hit that like button. Drop me a lovely comment, because you are all lovely people, and hit the subscribe button as well. That really does help. And if you guys want to get your hands on any of these sounds, all of these sounds are from the Uncharted drum kit. So I will leave a link down below if you want to jump on the Uncharted drum kit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Goodbye.